Hi, I'm Kat from Ohio DIY. Welcome to my channel. In today's video I am going to show you how to make this starburst mirror. So this kind of rattan natural trend is huge at the minute, you'll see it everywhere, but this is so simple and cheap to make, and I think you'll agree it looks pretty special. So let's get started. I'm going to tell you now what you need to make the mirror. So what we need for this project is a mirror. So this was just off eBay, 20cm diameter mirror. It comes with this protective coating on it, so you can just see that it's a little bit dull right now, but we'll take that off at the end. And this is fairly hard wearing, it's kind of just back with plastic. Sort of an acrylic mirror, it's not glass because they're cheaper, but that's fine for our craft project. Or you could buy a more expensive glass panel if you wanted to do that, I just didn't. And then we've got these wooden hoops, so these are craft hoops, I got them from Fred Aldous. This one was 20cm diameter, I think, and I've forgotten what the other one is, so I'll just measure it now. 30cm diameter on the bigger one, so 20 and 30cm diameters, one each of those, and then some garden canes. The garden canes, you need 16 cut to a 40cm diameter. That isn't 40cm, that's a full length garden cane. This is 40cm, there you go. 16 to 40. You need 32 to 30cm, and then 16 again to 25cm, and that gets you all the pieces that you need for this project. I used a hacksaw to cut this out, so it was a little bit more time consuming than I would have liked, but what you can do is you can get a drill with kind of a circular attachment for the end, a little circular saw, and you could just whiz through them. Unfortunately, we've lost our drill. Don't know where it is, looked everywhere for it, can't find it. Can find the circular saw attachments but not the drill itself. So I had to do it by hand, but it is pretty easy to do it by hand. Just set a bit of time aside just to power through it and you're done. You need a glue gun, you definitely need a glue gun. I've also got this raffia, sort of natural raffia twine, which we're going to use just to make it look a bit nicer at the end. And then you'll need some spray paint just to spray the finished product, whatever colour you want it to be for your home. The reason why you need spray paint, it would be nice to keep it natural, is that, you know, I've kind of gone with, I bet you could buy more expensive canes, but I went for the cheap option. Like I say, these canes are about £5, and as you can see, they're all kind of, all different colours here. So I'm not sure, and they're a completely different colour to the hoop. So I'm not sure that in the longer term it's going to look that nice. So I think I'm going to spray it just to make it look a bit more professional in the end and a bit more expensive. So we will get started now. I've just realised I've not got my glue gun, so just hang on a second while I go and get that. Okay, so I actually had to go out to get a new glue gun because I'd forgotten that my glue gun had broken and I must have thrown it away. Either that or it's run away with our drill. So I've just been out and picked up this one for Dunelm for £12, and I got some extra glue sticks for it because it only comes with 2, which is no good to anybody. So I've got my glue gun. Now what I'm going to show you how to do is we are going to mark out where the sticks are going to go on your circles. So we'll put the mirror to one side for a minute. Now the easiest way to do this, I found, is with some string. So unless you've got a protractor and you won't be messing about with a protractor, you could do it that way. But I'm not about that life. So what I have done is, I think this is the larger one actually. So you use a little bit of tape, so masking tape or parcel tape, anything like that, just to secure your string to the top of your hoop. And then simply measure out a length of string by going round, oops, a little bit more fiddly when I'm doing it to show you. Go round just like that, and you can see that they meet at the ends because I've already cut it to size. So you need to cut it to size, and then using a measuring tape, ta-da, you can measure along to show where all your bits go. So what I've done with this one, this is the outer string, and I've used this one to measure where the big sticks go, because I think what I'm going to do is stick the larger sticks on first so it's even, and then it's easier to place the other ones evenly inside those spaces. So this is for the big one. I've got one somewhere for the small one, which I'll find now, and then we're just going to transfer these marks onto the rings, and then we'll get started with sticking things down. So you can see what I've done is I've taped the rings to the cardboard. What this does is make you have a nice even base for you to stick down the canes to, because otherwise you don't want it shifting around. You want to make sure that it's nice and even all the way. So taping it down is a great way to do that. What I've also done is I've put a cane here. What that does is support the end of the cane so it doesn't drop backwards, so that you've got a nice straight sunburst. Now, I am having a few problems with my glue gun. You can see here a failed attempt, so you'll have to bear with me. Its maiden voyage isn't going well, but let's see what we can do with this. There we go. One drop there, and one drop there. And now we'll get our cane. And you want it to overhang about 1 centimetre from the edge, and we're going to do that even all the way around, but make sure that you're on your marks like that. And that's the first one done. So now I'm going to work my way around with all the larger ones, and then we will do the inner one. So I'm going to speed this bit up. There's no need for you to watch this, and it looks like the glue gun's going to be a bit of a struggle. So I will talk to you again when all of our canes are in place. Now that all of these are stuck down, we are going to take the smallest sticks, and like I say, you should have 16 of these as well. These are the 25 centimetre stick. Please excuse my dog grumbling in the background. And you're going to place these in the middle, exactly in the centre of your longer sticks. This way it makes it super easy to place the other length sticks, because we've already marked out even spaces. So I'm going to get on with this now, stop talking, and then once I finish this I'll just carry on and put the other ones in, speed it all up so you're not watching this for ages, and then we'll move on to the next section. Off a lot of the bits of glue that were loose, and tried to get off as many of the fibres as I can for now. And then what I'm now going to use is this twine to wrap these rings up, just to give it a little bit of a nicer finish. So I'm going to use a tiny bit of glue from the glue gun here, just to secure the end of the twine. Be careful obviously because it's hot. Just push that on there, which says being careful burning yourself, and then leave that to dry, and then we're going to start wrapping lengths of twine around the edge of the frame. So I've been doing the string for a bit now and I've got into the swing of it, so I'm going to show you again what we're doing. So first, after you've secured it, obviously you go across the top of the band. Make sure you're pulling it tight the whole time. Then feed it back across and diagonally underneath, and then make sure you keep pushing it up, but you're just going to do then just straight overs. Now I've found it's a lot easier if you can do this over an edge, so you can just feed the string straight down, because if you're trying to do it on the board it's just a bit fiddly. So if you can do it this way, it just makes it a lot simpler and a lot quicker. And then again, when you've filled up your side, another diagonal over there, back the other way, tighten it up, and then just keep wrapping. When you reach the end of your piece of twine, all you do is literally just dab a little bit of glue on the underside, and you can just stick it down, and then again another tiny bit of glue and a new piece and just carry on. This is my 3rd piece I think now, and you can see that it's coming to an end, so you can see, right, so what I'm just going to do is just put a tiny dab of glue on the underside. This glue gun is not my friend, but a tiny dab of glue underneath, and then trying to keep my fingers clear, just stick it down onto there, and then I'll get a new fresh piece and stick the fresh piece. If you can do it quick enough, you can do it to the same bit of glue, so yeah, and then leave that to dry, and then you can carry on all the way around. So I had a little bit of a mishap when I was filming sticking the mirror to the frame. So I had plugged my microphone in, but I hadn't turned it on, and that means there was no audio, which is annoying. So I'm just going to talk you through what I did. Don't use the glue gun to stick the mirror down. Basically, if you do that, and I filmed this and you would have seen it, it dries too quickly to get all the way around the edge, and then it's not sticky by the time you try and stick it down. So what I did use instead was some super glue, just run-of-the-mill super glue, stuck it down. You could probably use like Yoo-hoo glue as well, and that worked fine, just all around the outside edge of the frame, underneath, and then just stick it down on top of the string. That worked great. So I hope you'll agree that it looks pretty stunning. It's quite impressive, isn't it? Particularly that it's made out of garden canes. Now, I know I said in the video there are a couple of things that I said you needed that actually you didn't need. So the raffia is one. That just didn't work. I tried to do it and it didn't look good. It looked messy. So I replaced that for the twine. And then second of all, I said I was going to spray paint it, and I didn't. Because when I put it all together, I really like how the natural colours of the canes work with the string. I just think it's got that really nice sort of rustic effect. So I'm really happy with it. Obviously, you could spray paint it if you wanted to, but if you did, you would probably have to do it before you wrap the string around the frame. You could spray paint it all, but I'm not sure how kind of the string would look spray painted, but you could give it a try. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, please give the video a like, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my DIYs, and I will be back very soon with another video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.